All right. I'm gonna have to record this again because the video file I had ready um, just disappeared, just out of the blue. So that sucks. But whatever. Impromptu. Let's do this again. This is supposed to be mostly unedited anyway, so let's just get on with it. Um, this is a pseudo dev log. Not really. This is mostly a, well, I guess you could call it a devlog. I have no experience in video game, like, development. The largest part I had was maybe making an OST for a friend because I play guitar. But other than that, I don't really have any experience with game development. So I thought this would be a fun project to go over, so don't expect this to be like held to scrutiny or well, actually do hold it to scrutiny, but don't expect it to be anything official or done in any sense of the word. This is simply a fun little project I had that might just help me, learn a new skill. So for this, I decided to probably do the worst possible thing. So instead of doing an easy, simple 2D game, I decided to go full 3D and an RPG. I only just realized how fucking terrible that is. But the reason I went for that is because of my love for the SMT series. You might have heard of it. I This project mainly came from me finishing SMT1 and realizing that this is such a good game. Like themes and everything like that. It's such a good game. But it's horrendously dated. Like, I feel the main reason that people will hold back against this is because one, it doesn't have a press turn system, which sucks, and two, it's held back on SNES and every other port it has just changed the textures, and that was basically it, which kind of sucks. But that's where this project came in. This is my little SMT1 remaster. There's a bunch of things I want to work on here. The main goal in the end is maybe not to finish the entire game, but be able to have a basic system, press turn system, have everything I want in it. And if anyone is able to help, please do. Please come in. And yeah, few ground rules. No just adding plugins to do the game for me. I have only one plugin right now, and that's Dialogic, which allows me to be able to just have characters talk, which is very useful. Oh, there we go. But yes, other than that, I want to be able to work on my scripting because outside of really basic, like, I think it's called, outside of basic scripting for like PowerShell and things like that I did in like my work, I really don't have much in the space of actual scripting and programming knowledge. So I want to be able to work on these to be, a bit better. Yeah. So that's the one of the main rules. Not many plugins unless you can avoid. Yeah. So the goal of this is to make an SMT1 remake in 3D with press turn battle system. That's the main goal right now. To achieve this, well, firstly, I will have to set out what I already did because this is an old project I worked on before. My ADHD took hold and I just focused on something else. So I knocked this out in a weekend, which is kind of surprising considering how much I did, but that makes sense for me. So let's get into basically what we have so far. If I go in. And I'm also using Godot because, well, it's open source and I think that's pretty awesome. Now, I'm not sure if you can hear, but the audio, I do have the music for the main thing. I call this a hero's journey because, Kazuya is called hero. Why not? I have a basic options menu. Quit, obviously that works, but I'm not going to press it right now. Continue journey doesn't work because I don't have a load I still don't have a save system because I have no fucking clue how you're supposed to go through that. There's a whole like object system. I don't even know what an object is. So, all right. So first off is this. Right now I modeled the basic home, and you could hear the little home menu working. So yeah, I got the basic things. You saw it maybe in the outside view that it's a bit messy outside, but from the inside it looks good. I have a bunch of lights that I'm planning to model in myself, but those models weren't done by the time I lost focus. So yeah, you're supposed to start here. I just had it there to test a bed dialogue option. But yeah, so I have this. I have area music, as you can hear. And I have audio that says like, oh, Pascal the dog is here. I think I have another audio, another text thingy where it's like, oh, my mother sleeps here, I better not go in. A lot of this is guesswork, because like this room, you have no idea what's in it. I'm assuming it's a dining room or something like that. And it's like Kazi's mother's room and then his room. But it's not really shown in the game. Here, this blue light is supposed to represent the computer. I want it to give off this really cool blue light once it's modeled in. Again, I couldn't really model in all of this stuff because I'm mostly trying to learn the scripting part, which I didn't do too well. But yes, this E is supposed to be a thing I have for interactable objects. I'm just trying to figure out how to make it so that it only appears once you start a dialogue option, but once it's done. Also, by the way, yeah, this bed is made by myself, but yours truly. I think I did a pretty good job. Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool looking bed. Well, I go to sleep and there's no option right now, but yes. So I got this modeled in, and I have a bunch of basic interact options, mostly thanks to Dialogic. Again, really cool plugin. Really helped out with a lot of that. Yeah. So other than that, I also had a basic setup for the battle system. This is obviously placeholder music, but yeah, let's close that off. All right, so what I originally did was just put all of this into the home battle. My idea for the battle sequences is to have them so they're kind of like a warped version of reality. So just have this like a corridor that endlessly goes down that you can't really see in the official thing, because if you open it, yeah, if you open it here, you can see it go down, but you don't see it like clip off. That was my original idea. Just have everything a bit warped. So you can see it go down, and I was planning on having like a family portrait in the main home sequence, and then have essentially portraits that go down into this warped hallway. I think that would be cool. But yeah, so I originally had all of these characters and demons set up in this scene in particular, and then I eventually took them out and put them in here, so I can just make a basic code so it can be placed in pretty much every battle system, every battle scene. So you can see your characters, you and your 4 allies, specifically allies, because you can just have like people here, not just demons. So why is this one all fucked up? Let's turn you upside there. There you go, buddy. Anyway, yeah, and then we have the enemies, because you know they can be a bunch, but we're gonna limit them to 4. Yes, so this is gonna be your allies. The issue, so I separated these into their own thing. So MC, ally, ally 2, ally 3, ally 4, blah blah blah. All that's really left right now is to be able to actually put in a script that makes it so that it can actually differentiate like which camera it's going to be in. And then I'm also going to have a script that somehow tells it which model to put in. And then I'm going to also have to like make an inventory system for like demons. Again, worst possible thing you could start off with. But yeah, that's my basic idea for the moment of how this could possibly work. Again, I have the battle UI scene here that you can see there. This is supposed to say like, oh, a demon appeared or whatnot. A lot of this is just taken from tutorials I've seen. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have. A couple notes. I do know that, like, realistically, you should not be making this sort of. You shouldn't be really making geometry inside of the game engine. A lot of this should be done in Blender, and I do realize that. But again, this was mostly just a mock-up for me to realize what I'm supposed to be doing. Once like everything's proper, I will be like replacing a lot of these models in Blender once I have the time. But that's going to be way in the future, where I figure out how to do a bloody save system or other shit like that. But yeah, that's the game so far. Basically, the main objective I have for now is a save system, and after that, a working battle system.